Alright guys, so this is my final take on the Stark Armory Stockpile Scandal. You might have heard about the exploits in the event, but did you know that there's even a bigger problem that is affecting other game modes as well and is totally destroying the integrity of the game and my trust on Scopely to handle events like this? If you're interested, please like and subscribe. It helps me do more content like this for you guys. But let's get into it. So what's going on? About a week ago we started this event called Stark Armory Stockpile. And it was definitely a hassle, and we as an alliance made some calculations and estimations and decided to go for it. Our goal was to hit the end of the milestone to get 18 points for everyone, and from my estimations, we thought that we would end up in the top 5% at least with 18 points, and most likely closer to the 1% line than to the 5% line. But what do you know? Right from the start, there were some problems. Some content creators noticed that the old exploit is working again in this event, that you could do some double donations, and yeah, that's a problem. Well, good news is that Scopely responded to this. They said that they're gonna be fixing this bug for the future events and giving us some compensation for this problem. But that's not the biggest problem. The biggest problem is that there's something fishy going on in the rankings. So yeah, I ended up in the 6 to 10% bracket for the rewards, and at that moment I almost fell from my chair. I knew that this is not supposed to happen. There's definitely something wrong in this, and my alarms were like ringing so that my head was almost exploding. So what did I do? I asked around in my alliance and checked Reddit and stuff, and I asked people to post their rankings to me so that I could see that if there's something going on. And right away I noticed a big problem that I sort of didn't think about before, because there was no reason to think about it. And this is something that Scopely should have thought about for us, but they haven't. So here you can see me with the rank 5,345 and my alliance mate Scrim with the rank 4,161. And notice we have the same exact points. So what's going on in here? So what's the deal? Well, Scopely is basically hosting a tournament with ranking rewards, but they don't have any idea on how the ranking rewards and the calculations should work. And if they know it, they definitely haven't explained it to us, which should be like the most basic thing when hosting a tournament with an entry fee, where we're actually paying for the tournament, which we were in this situation, and to keep keep the integrity of the game intact. I'm gonna give you an example on what's the problem here, and this will hopefully explain it a bit better than me trying to explain the mathematics of this situation. So I'm going to give you an example of a marathon. So in this marathon we have, let's say, 20 runners, and all of them are named Bill. So just to be clear, there's Bill 1, Bill 2, Bill 3, Bill 4, and so on until there's 20 Bills. By some miracle in this marathon, all of the runners are called Bill, but Also, all of the runners run the marathon in the same exact time. Let's say that time is 2 hours, 1 minute and 39 seconds, which is the world record for marathons. Alright, so they end up with the same exact time, and now the hosts of the marathon should be deciding who's in the podium in the first place, who's in the second place, and who's in the third place. And imagine the outrage when they call out, "Bill number 19, you're the number 1 and you get 100,000 for the win. Bill number 12, you're number 2 in this event, in this marathon, and you will get $50,000 for the second place. Bill number 3, you're number 3 and get the bronze medal and $30,000 for the third place," and so on. At this point, everyone should be outraged because there's no reason to rank these guys differently because they ran at the exact same time. But that's what's happening here. These guys in Scopely and this event, they are ranking us differently even though we have the same exact points, and we have no idea what's the basis of those calculations. In other games, for example, Magic the Gathering, which is this card game that I've been playing, which hosts big tournaments where this situation is known and it happens all the time, but they have like advanced mathematics behind it. They have game win percentage, they have opponent match win percentage, they have opponent game win percentage, and when all these are calculated, you can have, like, let's say 200 players with 10 points, and they would be in ranks of their own, and they would all be justified because this player number 1 played against harder opponents, so it's only reasonable that he's in the highest rank even though you're all in the same points. And the guy who played against the easiest players is the lowest of the ranks, even though he has the same amount of points. But we have nothing of the sort in this game. We have no idea how they calculate who should be at rank 5,345 and why instead of 4,161 if you have the same exact points. And because of the reason that we don't have any transparency of the calculations, this is destroying the integrity of the game. We cannot trust Scopely to do their thing and for us to be justified. To me, it feels like super annoying that some people are getting worse rank rewards than some people with the same exact points. So that's the basic problem of this event. And yeah, to make matters worse, this is not affecting just this event. It's actually affecting every freaking event with ranking rewards. In some game modes, there's a lot bigger variance in the points. Let's say like Blitz, where you can have something like the points are so much varied that it's easy to spot who's rank 1, who's not rank 2, who's rank 3, and so on. There's literally a really small chance of 2 players being in the exact same points. But there are game modes like this where the variance of the points is little and there's a lot of ties, and that causes a problem like this. And one good example of this is a tower mode. power mode is basically that if you reach level 81, you get certain amount of points, and if another player goes to the same floor, he will be tied with you. And how they are calculating who of you is at better rank, we do not know. Scopely needs to tell us how they do this, and to me it seems like there's no good explanation for this. And even if they had an explanation for this, they haven't told us how it works. So if we enter a tournament, a ranking event, where we pay 2,700 cores to max out the event, we actually pay for that, and they don't give us the full rules to understand what we can do to make it better for us, then they need to be fixing this issue right away. And if they don't fix this issue and give us compensation, there's going to be a massive outrage and people leaving the game. I already saw Remonex, one of my favorite, if not the most favorite content creator of all time in Marvel Strike Force, saying that he might quit the game because of this. And to me, that's a massive loss to the game and to the community. And I'm really hoping that this doesn't happen. So what we should be doing at this moment? Rather than gathering your pitchforks and torches, write to support, upvote the threads in Reddit that are discussing about this issue, like videos like this. Let's make this viral, and let's hope that Scopely catches on to this and makes it right. Alright, thank you for listening to my rant, and if you like this video, remember to like and subscribe, you know the deal. It helps me do more videos like this, and hopefully we'll see you on the next video with a bit more positive vibe than this. Alright, thanks guys, bye!